everybody? Welcome to another episode of Outside the Box with Seth Siyon, episode 4. That track, of course, I'm gonna speak for YouTube policy. That's my own track. It's my music, my shit. You know what I'm saying? That's my track. Let Me See You Model, featuring Tyran and Yin Yang Twin. Shout out to both of them for that track. But yeah, that's the track. I want to play that real quick for the introduction. Also, I didn't go live yesterday for the simple reason it was Easter, and I don't celebrate holidays. I don't participate in nothing. So I chose to wait till today to do the podcast. So that's the reason I did not film yesterday. Though it was a beautiful day, and it was a beautiful day today too. So it's all good. But yeah, we're gonna still in it. You know what I'm saying? So first off, I'd like to welcome everyone, kings, queens, nobles, knights, jesters, to another episode of Outside the Box with Seth Siyon. So by now you already know, the title, Outside the Box. So basically, I speak on things that are outside the box. I normally have guests, but today I'm gonna do solo because I just want to go over this, by myself this time, and then later on in the week I will have some guests that will be speaking live with me on the show. So we're gonna jump right into it. Today I'm gonna talk about karma. Most people know about karma, but it's actually the visions of YAWE, which means the same thing. It's just people have their own terminology for it. But yeah, I want to speak on that. That's been heavy on me today, and it's something that was told to put out. So that's what I'm doing. I go with my intuition. I go with the spirit. So wherever it leads me to do, that's what I do. I don't contest it, nothing like that. So yeah, we're gonna go over that. So what I'm actually do is read this paper that I actually wrote myself. I wrote this back in May 23rd of last year, 2023. So I'm gonna just read it through the paper, and also I also have scriptures too, just to confirm the things that I'm speaking on this paper. So yeah, I'm gonna get right into it. The visions of YAWE, which most people call karma, same thing. So I'm gonna just read through the paper, and then I'm gonna include the scriptures in with it also, so you can if you want to follow along in the Bible or whatever, you can do that too. Okay, so vengeance, I'm gonna explain the definition that it's affliction or punishment in return for a wrong committed, retribution, something given or demanded in repayment, especially punishment. Okay, karma, I'm gonna get a definition for karma as well. Karma is a term used in Hinduism and Buddhism, the effect of a person's action during the successive, which means falling in interrupted order, phases of a person's existence regarding as determining a person's destiny. And that's karma. So with vengeance, I'm gonna give you the scriptures without them. That definition is Numbers 31:3, Isaiah 34:8, Nahum 1:2, and Jeremiah 51:56 for vengeance. That's basically those scriptures basically talks about the vengeance of Yahweh. Okay, so during the first covenant, everything was demonstrated by the physical, meaning the natural senses. You can look at John 20:27-29. And the vengeance of Yahweh was described and displayed by man, though it was through the authority and power of Yahweh being the source. And even to this very day, it is still so. Hebrews 13:8. Today we are in the renewed covenant, which is a period of enlightenment to the fact that indeed everything is of divine order. Spiritually, meaning even though vengeance, retribution, or karma may affect us physically, the source is spiritual and eternal. Being Yahweh's judgment upon man is his appointed timing. Numbers 31:3. Succession is an order, divine order, and timing. Vengeance of Yahweh or karma could happen immediately or at a later date. Ecclesiastes 3, 1 through 8. The whole purpose for it is for discipline and correction for man's sins. You can check out 1 Corinthians 5:5, 1 Timothy 1:20, Hebrews 12:5 through 11. Vengeance, karma, and retribution are the works, attributes of Satan, which is the adversary, whom is an instrument used by the Creator, Yahweh, to keep order in the world of matter. The saying karma is real is very true, being Satan is very real, along with his forces of evil, demons. Mark 5:3 through 13, 2 Corinthians 4:17 through 18. So these demons, supernatural beings whom persistently torment zealously and diligently. And luck means fortune. And fortune is fate, destiny, which is one's final resort or outcome. There is no such thing as bad luck. Being one's fate is the supreme creator Yahweh's will and judgment for his purpose, which is perfect, being his works are very good. Genesis 1:31. It's important to know that when incidents happen that are distressing to the self, to the natural senses that we may define as bad, are actually for our good. When people hurt us and do things that offend us, again, we must be reminded of the universal law, in which everything in this world is subject to karma, retribution, vengeance of Yahweh. Like I said, they all mean the same thing. And it's for one purpose. Galatians 6:7 through 10. It is a time of examination of oneself. 1 Corinthians 11:31 through 32. And the demon's job is to influence anger, bitterness, resentment, hatred, depression, self-pity, laziness, hopelessness, sorrow, jealousy, envy, anxietiness, etc. As all these attributes, characteristics, they choke the life, which is our spiritual life. Matthew 13:19 through 22. And see, when we indulge in them by entertaining these thoughts in our mind, 2 Corinthians 10:3 through 7, Ephesians 6:10 through 18, the characteristics in which we entertain will begin to manifest through our physical being, which why many are sick. So basically what it's saying is don't entertain negative thoughts because they're not from you, they're from demonic forces, evil forces. And it's to distract you from who you are and from where you're supposed to be, you know what I'm saying, like your purpose. So what they do is they come in your mind and just all the characteristics I just named, and they flood you with it. So your job is to be aware of it, be alert, and dismiss that shit. So with diseases, a condition or an organism that impacts psychological functioning resulting from causes such as infection, genetic defect, or environmental stress. That's what the demons, that's what their job is. They cause us to be, our physical beings to be sick, like I said, genetic defect, and also environmental stress. Again, disease is a condition of an organism. The organism is in fact a demon. So feeding off of demon works, which I named all the characteristics previously, it produces deadly diseases such as cancer, stroke, heart attack, and many other illnesses that leads to physical death, being the source is spiritual. That's the reason why it's paramount that we put our spiritual being first in our lives. 1 Timothy 4:8. Meaning we must reform our way of thinking by not just looking at the surface of things we experience, which is only a cover of the source. For example, I give examples. So like when we see someone crying or something, our first instinct is to question, like, to ourselves, why this person crying? Which is the surface part. That's just the surface. Being that's what we see. But once we talk to the person and we find out, the reasoning, only then we become sympathetic and compassionate for that person. Being we find out the source to what caused them to cry, which is the act from the source of pain caused. So it's like even though you see that person crying, it's a source that caused this person to cry, and that's the part most people don't see. You know what I'm saying? They're just looking at the outside part. Romans 12:2, 2 Corinthians 10:7. Know everything. I mean, everything happens for a reason. It is our duty to know the reasoning, though. So we have to figure out, like, when things happen that we might think is bad, or we might think that's, we got to figure it out. We got to look into that mirror. You got to look at yourself and be like, what am I missing? What am I not getting? You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to really do self-examination, because the things that happen to us is for our correction. Because, Satan, he's being used by Yahweh. He has, the only power he has is the power that Yahweh allows him to have, and the power that we give him. So I say that to say, like, when things happen and things not going good, or they're not lining with who you are, then you have to do self-examination. You got to do the shadow work, and it's it's easier said than done. It's a process, but that's what has to be done. But what happens is we get self-pity. We start feeling sorry. We start talking. We start cursing ourselves. I can't do this. Ain't nothing working out. I ain't got no kind of luck. You cursing yourself, and you giving the enemy more power to act on what you saying, because power on your words. When you speak it, it's power. It's gonna be from a source. If you speak it negative, the enemy has the right to act on that. If you speak it positive, then the Creator, of course, with its eternal messages, will manifest that. So you have to be very mindful of that. Even when catastrophic events happen, it's for a reason. Yahweh will always forever honor his word and his law. And that's in Isaiah 55:10-11. Which leads to the term death, which is a state of being dead. Dead means no longer living, no longer in existence. When we rise above the plane of matter, we are not dead. Being the soul is our source. This is just a shell. You know what I'm saying? It's a source inside of here that lives forever. So we're never dead. We're never dead. So being the soul is the source. Our bodies, which is the surface, cover, and even the body returns back to the earth. So once this part goes, it's going right back in the ground. The correct term for when the soul leaves the body is transcend. That's Mark 12:26-27, meaning to go beyond. The word Hebrew derived from the original term Ivri, which means one from beyond. So the actual word, like Hebrew, the Hebrews, the original name was Ivri, and it means one from beyond. And that was the way that they knew that they was Yahweh people, because one from beyond, which that's where Yahweh he's beyond. He's everywhere, but he's beyond. To transcend is to go beyond. It's to go beyond, which is where we all came from. Because we, even though we are here, this is our physical home. We also have eternal home, and that's what that means. One from beyond. Understanding this truth will cause a sincere happiness and celebration when our loved ones transcend. Instead of entertaining the demon's influence as if they are dead, which they're not, which is being no longer, and that is a lie. 1 Kings 22:20-23. We all have an appointed time to go beyond, and if we actually knew the bliss of the beyond, we would not fear the process of transcending, but embrace its arrival. No matter the process, mankind has trained us to think, this life is it, and to live it to the fullest by all means, even if it condemns your soul. But we are not our own. 1 Corinthians 16 through 20. We were sent here to fulfill Yahweh's purpose for us, as we are to be his, men as servants and women as maid servants. Once we submit to his will, and by doing so, is when we finally realize our true calling and become whole. Amos 3:3, Psalm 37, 3 through 7, Proverbs 3, 5 through 6. Until then, we are only wanderers, doing things and working jobs aimlessly without direction or purpose, feeling broken and incomplete. Reason that most people hate or dislike their jobs because they are either unknowingly living in independence from Yahweh or stiff-necked, being stubborn, arrogant, or aloof. And this reading is the light to expose the invisible to our natural eyes, making them visible, that one may wake up by finally opening the spiritual eyes, which is they call the third eye, which are life. And by conforming to physical, which is not real, only a cover to real being, which is the soul and the spirit. And that's in Ephesians 5:13 through 17. And true freedom is through the truth only. John 8:32. And then I have this quote here. I always like to put it in like a hashtag and stuff. The quote is called power, but this is not a physical power. This is a spiritual power. Acts 1:6 through 8. It's talking about the Ruah, which is what Christians call the Holy Ghost. Is the actual correct term is the Ruah, which is the spirit of Yahweh that is in everybody. It's the Ruah. Okay, so power. It attracts the worst and corrupts the elite. It is only given to those whom are willing and prepared to lower themselves to pick it up. And that's called servanthood. John 1:27 and John 13:3 through 17. So just to recap on everything, karma is basically, you reap what you sow in a way too. Things happen for a reason, and if you sow bad seeds, bad things are going to come to you. If you sow good seeds, good things are going to come to you. That's why it's important to follow the attributes of the Ruah, which are in Galatians 5:22 through 23. Be kind, love, give, and these are just basic life principles that that we're supposed to do. So on that note, what's up, y'all? See y'all up there. So I'm gonna take a little intermission break, and I'm gonna tried to play this song in my last episode, but my Wi-Fi was not out. So this is Country Swag. I'm sorry. This is Country Swag. What's up?
I'ma tell you why when I'm on that, they like my swag. Country boy, came out on them, let it know. Who am is now in my biz, round two, hip shouting, you know what it is. On that, they like my swag. Country boy, came out on them, let it know. Who am is now in my biz, round two, hip shouting, you know what it is. Do my thing right now and eat it. Lifestyle change, no more thugging, had to chill. Getting closer on my quest to a meal. I party at my shows, no more paying for a rib. Yeah, family got my back, friends too. Yeah, they do. Love my fans, that's the truth. Thank you for all your love. Yeah. I salute you. It's to all my haters, fuck you. Everybody loves it when I say country. That's my name. Country. That's my slogan. Country. Yell it out. Country. Yell it out. Country. Commenting on Facebook, gonna type it out.
Oh, word.
Ain't a sign that's a shame. What? No words, just more motivation to do my thing. I swear I ain't. top of this game, what I'ma claim. Oh, that ain't like my swag. Country boy, came out on him. Let it know. Who I'm is now in my biz. Round two, here, shout it, you know what it is. Oh, that ain't like my swag. Country boy, came out on him. Let it know. Who I'm is now in my biz. Round two, here, shout it, you know what it is. Can't stop, I won't stop, I go hard, not on. Tell you country boy, got it going on, give me some. Tell me hurt and take a tongue, do your thing, feeling numb. Come with them out on the guns, make a jump. I was trying to say it's young, that she needs some gum. Drink Bacardi rum, couple hold her tongue. I'm gonna tell you do my thing, leave her dumb and silly. Get out like lying, telling, all you cool like really. Look like what's the deal? Best cheese, face and Philly. Lil Wayne, cute a million. Time home, Mr. Trap, got a feeling. Won't stop till I make a million. Parties all night in Jillian. Single father since 5 months with a wife. Think you understand me, but not really. Haters trying not to feel me, but we'll never see me. Country man will tell you going hard to the end of Carolina City, yeah. Oh, that ain't like my swag. Country boy, came out on him. Let it know. Who I'm is now in my biz. Round two, here, shout it, you know what it is. Oh, that ain't like my swag. Country boy, came out on him. Let it know. Who I'm is now in my biz. Round two, here, shout it, you know what it is. Yeah, let's go. Do it. That's right. You gotta live, man. You already know what time it is. I ain't going nowhere. Let's go.
Alright, back. That's my joint Country Swag, Big Country Man. Music is also on my YouTube, so you subscribe, you'll be able to see all my videos too. Yeah, that's it. So, I ain't gonna be too long today because, like I say, I'm actually gonna do some more podcasts this week. So this is like, this is just something that I wanted to do because it was just on me. So, but as always, like I tell everybody, man, exercise every day, at least 30 minutes a day. It don't matter if it's push-ups, jumping jacks, or jump rope, or whatever. Just do something. Also, hug a tree. That is our physical source of life, and that is our charge. That's like our charge. Like you charge his phone. Like when you hug that tree, it charges you. Like it gives you life. Also fast, and I talked about that in my last podcast. I got really deep on that. Fast. It don't have to be food per se. Anything that that you love. It's like a sacrifice, self-atonement. So make sure you fast. Also, look in the mirror. Tell your motherfucking self, I love you. Word up. Tell yourself I love you. And like it gets deeper. You can just like anything that you want, anything that you desire. Look in the mirror and speak it to yourself. Cause what it's doing is going to your subconscious. And your subconscious is going to listen to it and it's going to believe that that's what it is. So I'll give you an example. So if you want so say if you want a new car, so you want another car. You don't have to be new per se, but so you say, well, look yourself in the mirror, but like, I love you, and you got your car that you want. Just like speaking into existence. Say you already got it. Even though you might not have it, you might not know how you're gonna get it. Speak into existence. Anything, just like I said, anything, speak into existence. Speak on it as if you already have it. So go ahead and start giving gratitude, like, thank you, Yahweh, for the car that I wanted. Thank you, Yahweh, for the job that I wanted. Go ahead and speak into existence. Give gratitude. There's power in that, man. Like I say, it's a law of attraction. We create our own destinies, and our words, like I say, words are power. So the words that we speak, they will be honored. Long as it's, like I say, if you speak in negative, that's what you'll get. And if you speak in positive, that's what you'll get. And if you speak in things that you want, as if they're already there, you're gonna step into it. That's a universal law. Yeah, that's how I go. Yeah. So karma. Remember that. Yeah. So like I say, anytime that things happen, just do self-examination, do your shadow work, and just like I say, know yourself. Know yourself. Uh, we're not perfect. We all have our own flaws. We deal with our own demons, but it's up to us to conquer it and to come off and triumph and be victorious over it, so that we can be who we were meant to be here. Like I say, a lot of people, they're here, but they're not who they supposed to be here. Even with your job, a lot of people have jobs that they hate. They can't stand to get up in the morning. Like it just takes so much energy just to even get in the car to go to work. Like that right there is not life. That is bondage. That's like slavery. You know what I'm saying? And particularly in this country, like that's basically it's just like modern day slavery. You know what I'm saying? Like so that's why I say this is outside the box. So in order to be who you are, you have to get outside that box. Yeah, you have to get outside that box. You got to be who you are, and don't be. See, that's one thing. Like most people are afraid to be who they are because they feel like they're gonna get judged, or they feel like people gonna like talk about them. They gonna, man, be who the fuck you is. You can only be yourself. Yeah, fuck what anybody else think. You know what I'm saying? Be you, be you, and that's the only way you're gonna live life to your fullest. And that's the only way that everything is gonna like work out organically around you. You know what I'm saying? Even the people that you're around and everything. So be who the fuck you are. Fuck everybody else, what they think. It is what it is. But be who you are. Be true to who you are. But this world today they want you to conform to how they view you. But that's bullshit. Be who the fuck you are. So that's it, man. That's all I got right here. So but matter of fact, my next podcast will probably be, I don't know, I'll let y'all know. It might be tomorrow, but if not, it'll probably be the weekend. And I'm gonna do one Sunday as well. And I'm gonna try to get some guests on there, and we're gonna have some great conversations. So yeah. So love, peace, love your motherfucking self.